Hey everyone, this is Faiz and welcome to my channel. Today I've got with me the all-new iPhone 17 Pro Max, and no, it's not in the orange color. I saw the orange in person, and to be very honest, it looks nice, but it is a color that I don't see myself using every single day. Like, I can't wake up and see a bright colored phone every single day. Plus, I just have a thing for neutral colors, especially when it comes to electronics. And I really wanted to either go for a silver or a black one anyways this year, and there is no black option, which is very interesting to know, but there is that silver option. I'm not gonna lie, with the whole new unibody design, this looks really nice. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this right now. So let's just take this out of the box now. All right, here we go. Wow, that is beautiful. I don't know how you can see it on camera. That looks really, really nice. This almost gives me a very like MacBook-esque sort of a feel. Like if you've seen a silver, MacBook, right? This kind of is very reminiscent of that, mostly because it's a lot more aluminum than ever before. In fact, they've reverted back to aluminum because for quite some time, ever since the iPhone 11, they've been using frosted glass, and now they're going back to aluminum. Also, they've got this new vapor cooling chamber, which is really neat to keep your phone cool so it doesn't warm up as much, which also then does increase performance. But it is a very nice unibody design, and of course, you still do get frosted glass. You do get it in this middle section right here. And this is so that you get wireless charging. So for a lot of people who are asking why is the whole phone not aluminum, well, wireless charging doesn't work on metal. So you need some sort of glass for it to work, and that's why they kept this as a two-tone sort of a design. And to be honest, I think it looks nice. It looks pretty clean and quite elegant, and also very different from all the other phones in the market. Let's remove this right here. All right, so it's the same 6.9-inch display, so nothing new there. In fact, there's nothing really new with the display this year. It's the same size, same borders and size of bezels in general, but it does feel very smooth in the hand. I'm not gonna lie, the aluminum is nice to the touch. It feels very premium and feels very durable. At the end of the day, Apple is calling this one of their most durable iPhones in the market. At first, when Apple showed this phone off, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused with the camera bump, or as they like to call it, the plateau. But actually, now that I'm seeing it in person, it looks kind of cool. It's like the whole top, part of the phone is just dedicated for the camera. But what's very interesting is that they've actually built in a lot of the computing and the microchips and everything, the hardware of the phone. A lot of the internals are actually packed into this plateau. So it is some smart engineering because you're gonna get more battery life. So the entire phone, basically, this entire bat is battery. So you should see an improvement in battery life. Once again, I'm gonna test that in the full review, but it is nice to know that they're restructuring the phone in a way where you get better battery life and everything is more miniaturized and placed in a certain plateau. And of course, you've got the 3 cameras, but you have the microphone, the LiDAR sensor, and the flash moved all the way to the right-hand side. Once again, I didn't know how that would look like in person, but actually looks really, really clean. Another thing that I was kind of worried about was I'm a little OCD when it comes to symmetry, and the Apple logo is no longer symmetrical, right? Before it was always in the middle of the phone. Now it's not really in the middle of the phone. It's in the middle of this glass, this frosted glass section. And to be honest, it's not really bothering me because it's as if the phone, and I know it's gonna sound weird, you kind of have to see it in person, but it's as if the phone is split into 2 parts. You've got the plateau section, which has most of the internals of the phone and the camera system, and then you've got 2/3 of the phone, which is the frosted glass part for MagSafe wireless charging and all that. But overall, that's pretty much the only changes I see. You do have, I believe, the antenna bands right over here on top of the phone, so that's obviously new, but you still have the action button. You've got camera control, which, to be very honest, I don't care about at all. If anything, I would prefer a phone that didn't have camera control. I don't really use it, but I also want to know if you use camera control. But yeah, this is what it is from the hardware perspective. Let's put this aside for now. And then let's look at the box again, and you just get your USB-C cable for charging the phone, and then you get some paperwork. So Once again, this is all very standard of every iPhone that comes out every single year, right? All right, guys, so this basically wraps up my unboxing video for the all-new iPhone 17 Pro Max. I'm not gonna lie, it is a beautiful phone. It looks really, really nice, and it does feel very different from the previous generations because all of them did look very much the same, right? I feel like the cameras got a little bigger. You know, Apple went from stainless steel to titanium, but this overall, this unibody design just feels much nicer in the hand. I don't really know how to explain it, but obviously the real test is going to be me testing out the cameras, obviously, and also how it performs overall with the new vapor cooling chamber and how the battery life is. So I'm very excited to be testing all of those things out. Of course, I'm going to be doing full reviews and comparisons with this and the Air. So there's a lot of iPhone content that's going to be coming out on my channel. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.